Yo, what's happening, people? United Central back again with another video. I'm with my boy Aaron.
Yes, bro.
What's happening, bro? Long
Good,
time, man.
Long time no see,
How's it
bro.
been?
I'm good, man. Living life.
United Central, what are they saying?
Good, man. The trials are done time ago. We build a team now.
I see them 2 goals.
Yeah, bro. We're doing what we do, man.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have a game last week, but it got cancelled. We've got a game this week. I forgot who we're playing, but it's on Sunday. And yeah, if you want to know more, just go on Twitter at FC United Stand and you'll have all the details there. Show up, man. Come support. And yeah, man.
We'll talk, man. Bit of positive, but United looking a bit depressing at the minute, man. We just looked at our phone just before. Yuri Tillemans has signed for Leicester City. Listen, this is Leicester City we're talking about. No disrespect to Leicester City, yeah? But how on earth has this got slipped away from United? And I hate this argument about, well, we're never in for him. And we don't need him, really. Yes, we do need him. Yuri Tillemans would have walked in that midfield. Would have crawled in there.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't get with how this club has fallen, because of the fact that how on earth have we not just said to Yuri Tillemans, listen, mate, you play for Man United Football Club,
Yeah.
you're going to be part of the rebuild, you're only 22.
Yeah.
It's not as if you're 28 and you need trophies now. You're 22, build on this, we'll give you a crucial role in the team, first starter, and you can be part of one of the biggest clubs in the world. And people will adore you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and he said, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna go to Leicester City. I like the project. I like what they're about. I like Brendan Rodgers' style.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there. How far the club fallen, bro?
Says everything, man. Players would rather play no European football than to come to us and play European football, but with shit players around them. So, listen, and I've seen a lot of people on Twitter. I've had a lot of discussions with people on Twitter. People saying Tielemans is not good. He's overrated. He only played 13 games. Well, first of all, he only played 13 games because he came in January.
Exactly.
That's one. Two, this guy his name's been ringing around Europe ever since he was 16. You never heard of a Longstaff before we got linked to him. Never heard of him before. Tielemans was killing it ever since he broke through at Anderlecht. Captained his side at 19. Captain at 19. Has Longstaff ever done that? No, he hasn't. He played for the Belgium under 21s. Broke into the first Belgian team at the age of 2021. Played the World Cup last season. What has Longstaff done? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are players with pedigree. Like, they've got stripes. Like, they've got medals. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Not literally medals, but you know what I mean. Like, people know who they are, and they're quality players. Tielemans has played Champions League football. He's played against good teams, very good teams, Dortmund and the likes of Atletico Madrid and stuff like that. He's played against very, very good teams. He's just been unfortunate. When he was at Monaco, he didn't work out.
That's it.
Didn't really work. And that's what happens in football. Sometimes players move to different clubs and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Oh, Aaron, man, what is it? July the 8th. And we've only signed James and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. James, for me, is not a signing because we already got that done before the season even finished, really. But Wan-Bissaka, and we really needed him, to be fair, because right back, we kind of... So for me, I'm trying to cancel them signings because we already needed them crucially.
Yeah.
But what is going on, man? Like, I'm hearing this and that, inquiries, interested, you know what I'm saying? Reported, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these words, man, that are coming up on United Extra and all these Twitter pages, yeah? And what we're doing, man, chasing Longstaff, 50 million. And this is no agenda with Longstaff. But for me, the agenda is on United and how far are we falling in terms of how are we approaching Longstaff when there's people out there like Ndidi, Partey, Bruno Fernandes. I don't know where he's gone. He's probably gone to Australia, man. I don't know where he is. Where is he?
No idea where he is.
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing right now? Like, seriously, what is going on with this football club?
You said 8th of July. We've got exactly a month left to do our business. And we already know how long it takes for us to sign.
It took a month to get Wan-Bissaka, bro.
That's what I mean. It took a month to get Wan-Bissaka. It took 3 days to announce a signing that was done 3-4 days prior. Like, it takes so long. I think, personally, we'll get one player and that's it.
Nah, bro, Aaron,
And
don't do this to me.
And I told
Don't do this to me, bro.
I told you off camera, the fact that we've renewed everyone's contract, and no disrespect to everyone apart from Jones, Smalling and Young. No disrespect to those who renewed their contract. I'm happy for them. But the fact that they've renewed their contracts, I think the club is just trying to hide the fact that we ain't going to sign no one.
But you say renew them contracts, but how many of them deserve the contract? Let's be real, bro.
That's what I mean. The only one for me, and I'm not trying to be biased, the only one for me that deserves a new contract It's Tuanzebe. Because he's proven at the Championship team that he can play, he can be consistent, he can play well.
That's it.
And he got promoted to the Prem with Aston Villa.
Yeah, and you can see the potential.
You can see the potential. He was a starter. Like, he got into that team. No one took his spot apart from when he was injured. Yeah. So, apart from Tuanzebe, I don't know what the rest has done. What has Pereira done to deserve a new 5-year contract? What was that? 5-year contract?
4 years, I think it was.
4 years.
2023.
Yeah, 4 years with an option to a fifth. What has he done?
That for me, yeah, that's just disrespectful, man. Because you know why, yeah? And this is no disrespect to Pereira, yeah? But any other club, top club, yeah? Let's be real out here. Yeah. Any other top club in world football, yeah? Would you think Bayern Munich would keep him?
No.
You think Real Madrid would keep him?
No.
They sold Marcos Alonso at Real Madrid because they thought, you're not good enough. They sold him to Atletico Madrid. Yeah. Let's be real, man. Yeah. That guy in the midfield, what's his name? The centre midfield, Goretzka, they bought him. Apparently struggling to get into the Bayern squad.
I mean, he's been struggling with injuries, but it is hard for him because in his position, there's Thiago there.
That's what I'm saying.
And to get Thiago on, like, off the pitch to the bench is hard. Because
but we are on Bayern Munich's level, though. Yeah, so why are we giving Pereira 23 years, yeah? This is in footballing terms, you should be established.
Of course.
Let's be real out here. And how on earth, yeah? And again, this is no disrespect to Pereira. What are we doing with his contracts? Because Mata, 2-year contract.
Yeah.
Jones, Smalling, what are we not trying to build, to the future? Are we not trying to get to where we belong? And we're giving out contracts to this. So for me, do you look at Ollie and said, what Ollie said about, I want to get rid of these deadwood players.
Yeah.
But now he's giving people like Guamata and Pereira contract. Do you think he's got to the point where he's thinking, you know what, I got to stick what I got?
I think Ollie wants to build a young team of players that are going to listen to him. I just think he wants to do the same thing as Alex Ferguson did, didn't it? With the class of 92. I just think he wants to do the same, but the 2019 version, 2020 version of it. But I've said it as well in my reviews and in my transfer talks. It's a huge gamble. Because if this don't work, Ollie's out the door, bro. He's going to be out the door quick.
December, bro, when he gets the fixtures pile up and you're about 20 points behind City or Liverpool.
And you know them young players, they get injured. Not easily, but they can get injured very quickly. If you don't have experience, if you don't know how to rest your body like Rashford, who wants to play every single game, if you don't have that mentality of, all right, Gaffer, you know what, today I'm just going to rest. If you don't have that mentality, you're going to get injured for no reason. And another thing I wanted to say is I just think people are making up excuses. Yeah, but Pereira's only 23. Only? Bro, 23, you should be established. First team player. No one should be taking your spot. And I'm saying this for Pereira and Rashford as well because people are still making up excuses for Rashford as to why he should be considered as a young player. Bro, you're 22, you're in football. That's a grown man now. Like, 22 is a grown man. Because same ones that are saying now, oh, she's just a young player, they're the same ones that were comparing him to Mbappe. Remember?
That's what I'm saying there, yeah.
He's at the level of Mbappe. Bro, Mbappe is a different breed. And he's only 20. He has to turn 20. He's only 19.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Mbappe just won the World Cup. Mbappe, when Neymar was injured, carried PSG. Literally carried them. 3 games, scoring...
We're giving people contracts for
scoring 1 goal, scoring braces, scoring hat-tricks. At 19 years old and at such a big club like PSG. And you're talking about Rashford being a young player at 22. Come on, man. People are just making up excuses because they love a certain player. Fair enough, if a player's good, we'll say he's good. If he's not good, we'll say he's not good. Do you know what I mean?
And fans that think Paul Pogba's not good could be out the door soon. It's, for me, it's absolutely crazy, man, how we're letting Paul Pogba go. Yes, let's talk about people that say, oh, if he wants to go, let him go.
Yeah.
But you've got to think of, what are we going to do as fans then?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're supporting the club. We want to see the best players play at the football club.
Exactly.
We're paying 700 quid, you know what I mean, match after match, coming there, away at home, to support the club. Yeah. And we want to see the best players, bro. We don't want to be seeing, no disrespect, Longstaff, McTominay, them kind of players, yeah?
Yeah.
So for me, so for you, right now, would you sell Paul Pogba in this position? Because if you look at that squad, bro, that squad out flew out to Australia, yeah? Be real, bro. That is not a midfield you associate with Man United.
No.
So, having looked at all that, would you still sell Paul Pogba?
It's a hard one because I really like him and I'm a Pogba fan, but the way things are going right now, with him saying he wants a new challenge and stuff like that, to me, just try and move him on, innit? Because, and I get what you said as well, like we have to keep our best players, but listen, if he doesn't want to be here, fair enough, innit? Like, just move him on, but then when we get the money, what are we going to do with it? That's the question.
50 million apparently Longstaff.
See, if we get 100...
Listen, guys, I put it out to you guys. Should United spend 50 million on Longstaff? Comment down below.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro.
So
come on, man.
If we get 150 M's, 50 M's of that is going to go to Longstaff, bro. That's a waste of money. Waste of money. That 50 mil can go towards, I don't know, Ndidi, Partey. Proven. That's 50 mil well spent.
Well spent.
Someone said on Twitter, I'm not going to say his name, someone said, if Partey is so good, why didn't Pep Guardiola buy him? Why did Pep Guardiola choose Rodri over Partey? That's because he's shit. What, are you mad? This guy won Europa Leagues. This guy went to the Champions League final twice. And you're talking about, come on, man. What has Longstaff done? And another thing about Pogba is, I'm going to tell you a little story, right? I'm friends with a guy who plays for the national team of Congo. And he plays in a Belgian competition. He plays for a club called Sint-Truiden. He's the captain for that as well. So I remember back in 2012, before he chose to play for Congo, he played for Holland because he's born and raised there in Holland. So the thing is now, for France and Holland to qualify for the Under-20s World Cup in 2013, back in 2012, and obviously they were still under-19, so they had to play a qualifying round against each other, and the winner of that was qualified for the World Cup Under-20s in 2013.
Yeah.
So obviously my bro got invited and everything, he was happy, and they played against France. Obviously it wasn't televised, so he came back and I was like, yo, how was the game? He's like, bro, we got slapped 6-1. And he said there was one guy called Paul Pogba running the show. Remember this name. He told me back then, he said, Aaron, remember this name, Paul Pogba. This guy's going to be a star. And that's coming from a guy that played in a Holland team in a generation where Memphis Depay was there. Yeah. A guy like, remember Locadia for Brighton. Yeah. Same generation with my friend. Memphis Depay, Locadia, my friend. And then other players that are known in this Holland area right now. These guys saw with their own eyes the quality that Pogba had. At the time, he was like, what, 19, 20? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Pete, fair enough you don't like him, but saying he's shit, that's absolute nonsense. This guy, his name's been ringing around for time. People been knowing about Pogba before he became a star. Before, even in the reserves, he was smashing it. So saying he's not quality and saying if he leaves, saying he's going to leave and we're going to improve, that's nonsense, bro. That's nonsense. He's the first in everything. You see it, I see it, everyone can see it. He's the first with everything. If he leaves, who's going to replicate those numbers?
That's what I'm saying. That's what, for me, the scary bit is who's going to go and give you them goals he gave you last season, the assists he gave you last season. And you could talk about all his penalty nonsense and all that, yeah. But the final matter is, he had, how many goals did he have last year? 16 goals?
13 goals.
13 goals and about 9 assists, sorry. Yeah, so who's going to go replace that? Lingard didn't get that last season. No. Matic doesn't even go past the halfway line. Let's be real out here. You know what I mean? You've got people like Fred, still not adjusted to the Premier League. Yep. You've still got McTominay. Is he that kind of player? Yep. Come on, man. I don't know what United are trying to do right now. What is their tactical... I don't know. What is their transfer plan? That's a big question for me. Yeah. We've not even got a centre-back. Where's Harry Maguire now? Where's Koulibaly? Where is the centre-backs we're reading that right now?
I think Koulibaly's out of sight now because... Ancelotti said he wants him to stay, and I think he will stay.
He probably will.
I mean, he's still at the African Cup of Nations with Senegal, and they've gone through to the quarterfinals, so he's going to stay there. I think they're my favourites to go to the final, so he's going to stay at the African Cup of Nations until mid-July. So,
yeah, real talk.
And then he's going to go on holiday, and he won't be able to get. It's looking like a myth. Maguire, I like him. I'm not going to lie, I like him, but 70 million, I'm sorry, no.
Oh, Aaron, bro, we're desperate mode. We're in desperate mode.
70 million. You put 20 million on top, you can get Koulibaly.
I know, but
do you know what I'm saying?
You're only going to Leicester, round the corner. I know what you mean, and I can hear what you're saying, but Koulibaly for me looks so... I heard what Ancelotti said. He goes, if we sell Koulibaly, he goes, I'll leave. That's what he said. Wow. You know what I mean? So that's what we are, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean right now? So for me, right now, United are in a mess right now. And we're in the tour now. How many days? When does the tour start? 30th of July?
This Saturday, yeah.
This Saturday. And United, I've got Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka. He's not going to be fully fit. You know what I mean? And
yeah, because you just came back
from thingy.
Yeah.
So, where do you see the club going forward right now? And what do you see us sign any more players, bro?
I can see us sign one more player. as harsh as it sounds, and I know a lot of fans are not going to be happy to hear this, but I've said it before, guys. The fact that everyone's signing new contracts, United are covering up the fact that we ain't going to get nobody. We're going to sign one player, and I think that player is going to be Bruno Fernandes. I think we'll get him just before the season starts. I think it's going to take a long time, just like Wan-Bissaka. Interest here, interest there, talks here, talks there, but I think we'll get him, and that's going to be it. And if we do get Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to feel sorry for him, because obviously Pogba will go. Now, Fernandes is going to play in the midfield. Fernandes,
so unbalanced.
Longstaff, Matic, McTominay, Fred. There might be an understanding between him and Fred, because that Portuguese connection is going to be there. I mean, the language, because they're not. He's Portuguese, but Fred is Brazilian. The language is going to be there, so that connection they will have it. But I don't know, man.
It looks like a disjointed Man United, man.
Yeah, exactly what you said. And with this current squad. And we need to get a striker, bro. We even forgot. We need to get a striker, bro. Rashford's not going to be able to carry all that weight on his shoulders. He's not. I've said it time and time again. He is not ready to be number one. He's not ready. He's only had 10 goals. 10.
And you look at that. Lukaku wants to leave. Then you got who you bring in. You tell Rashford you're going to play centre forward for United. Listen, man. Too many questions, not a lot of answers, bro.
Exactly. And we don't even know. We don't even know where we're going to finish. Like, you can't predict. Like, clubs in the top four, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, they can predict, okay, we can finish here and there. Liverpool are probably thinking they're gonna be champions, and let's be honest, they can do it. They can do it, especially if they go and get Nicolas Pepe. Oh my God.
Lord of mercy.
Oh my God, they're gonna rip us apart if they get Pepe, bro. But yeah, those teams can roughly say, okay, we're gonna finish there, we're gonna finish there. We don't know, bro. We don't know where we're gonna finish.
Oh man, it's depressing, but we go again, and Saturday we're going to see a couple of dead players. Phil Jones with his blonde hair again, typical pre-season shenanigans. Oh man, you know what I mean? It's just depressing sight for United at the minute. And where do we go, man? It's one of them for me. I'm going to go socialist and put Edward Wood on the line and say, listen, mate, where's my signings? Or listen, I can't do the job anymore. For me, if you'd walk out October time, I wouldn't even be surprised, because he'd be like,
if he walks out, I'm going to respect him, because he'll make a statement that, listen, the board's not backing anyone. They're not backing me. They didn't back Jose. Fair enough, Jose was a prick, but they didn't back him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they want the centre back,
yeah. If he walks out, I'll respect him. I'll respect him for that.
And we can't afford that, man. We need to build, and it's just crazy how United are still the same conversations we had back in the end of the start season.
It's the same thing. I remember what Nordin said. He said, we're going to be here for the next 2-3 years talking about the same things over and over and over and over again. Because the club is just one big mess, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Aaron, man, it's been a pleasure. Aaron, thank you, man. Socials, bro.
Yes, Mr. Aaron UTD, MRAARON UTD everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, of course. Yeah,
man, make sure you shout him, man. Road to 1K, man. Make sure you, if anyone see this right now, go ahead to his page. I'll put the link in the description below.
Yes.
Make sure you go subscribe to him. Big United stand there.
Subscribe to him as well, man. Get him up to, how many is that now?
Road to 5K now.
Road to 5K, yo. Get him up to 5K, man. Brilliant content, as per usual.
Respect, bro, man. But yeah, man. Silas not looking a bit peak at the minute, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's been happening. It's a bit depressing, refreshing Twitter all the time, bro. refresh, bro. But we go again, man. You know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to United Central. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below. Should we keep Pogba? Should we not? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm out, guys. Peace.